Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition, if you subscribe to our Twitch channel, you also get the same emotes. The difference is you have a free Twitch Prime subscription every month if you have an Amazon Prime account. And if you don't use it by giving it to somebody else, you give it to Jeff Bezos. And that guy has enough money already, so please give it to somebody. If not me, someone else. Doesn't matter who. But yes, if you're interested in any open slots in our community, we do have open slots available. This game, for instance, has one, and many of the other games have them as well. So if you are interested, be sure to reach out. Let me know. And without further ado, the narrator remembers when the air turned to ash and silence, when the party crossed the veil between the living and the dying, and stepped unblinking into the Shadowfell, that land of still breath and lingering agony. He watched as Vax'ildan, long-forgotten champion of the Raven Queen, greeted them, not with sword or fire, but solemn warning. Casimir, bearer of the beyond, spoke words soaked in ancestral weight. The narrator listened with curiosity as the vampire lord-in-waiting spoke not of conquest, but of mercy, the kind that devours. The children of Cain, he said, were kin to him, in blood and burden. He did not beg their lives, but claimed them as sustenance. Moments later, a ripple tore through the planar air, and Clover, or Natalie, as mortals would name her, stepped through a portal. Threads of divine luck still clinging to her shoulders. The party was whole again. The narrator took note. Through choking fog and funeral winds, the group beheld a realm on the edge of collapse. Souls, ragged and wailing, wandered with purpose, long stripped away, while vampires cackled and tore at each other like jackals on a crown of bones. Ferrymen, once proud guides of the river Styx, now faltered beneath the weight of too many dead. And then Cyrus. The narrator recognized him, though his face bore the exhaustion of truth. Shrouded in radiant wards, the survivor of Clover's former travels spilled what secrets he dared. The leaders of the Vaymark bloodline, Serik, Vael, and the abomination named Gold Fang, had corrupted an old church into a place of suffering. Worse still, Clover's father thought last may yet exist, a creature or a thrall. The narrator's ink paused as Cyrus uttered one final name. Rowan Losas, a soul of peace in the realm of rage, long believed extinguished by Serik's will, and yet he left that sentence open, a possibility not yet written. In the blackened land of Hythruleon, the party reached Duskwither Hollow, a place the narrator finds difficult to describe without disdain. Souls hung like ornaments from the limbs of a twisted tree, their pain weaponized, their will shattered. Here, pleasure was cruelty refined. Casimir approached the threshold with reverence. A prince before a tyrant. Lady Vael received him, but when he spoke of Goldfang, her restraint snapped like dry bone, and her wrath called forth the hunt. The battle was chaos and shadow. The narrator watched as Vendir, Casimir, Elowin, and became light and flame amid the darkness. Vampire spawn spilled from the corners, claws slick with malice, spells warped the air, chaos and necrosis danced between heartbeat and hesitation. And then, as chaos reached crescendo, Elowin raised her hand. The estate buckled beneath her as gravity reversed, lifting death into the air like a conductor lifts a symphony. The narrator smiled, ink running wild. The tale is not yet finished, but the blood has already begun to right itself. You all hear... Thank you. I do this for a living. You all hear the narrator express all of this out loud as you are traveling towards the sewers.
Is he always going to do this?
Just when I feel unlucky.
I consider that my own fate.
So, everyone, what's your battle plan, huh?
I believe we were heading to the Goldfang. We'd found details of like where he was going to be, and it was like some sewer place or something like that. Because I believe we cleared everything here.
Yeah, you literally burnt down the building.
Mm-hmm. We can try to sneak our way through, but that doesn't seem to be our style.
Yes, we can sneak with them, the flaming castle and are behind us. I mean, no one will be able to see us.
It is a good distraction.
Exactly.
I don't think we have any reason to hide.
Then let's just walk.
Well, I was already walking.
I'll walk behind you.
And I'll walk the line.
Casimir.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
You have a lot of those, but yes.
Why would you give a platinum piece for something that's worth 5 copper? That's like 1,000 copper piece.
What?
When I bought the old man.
What was it you bought from him again?
You gave him a platinum piece.
Yeah, I know I gave him, but what was it you bought? What was it you bought?
A small purse, the shape of a bunny that says Hopin.
Oh, right. Because the man's handiwork. It's not exactly as if they're rich in materials down here. So while sure, it might have been that, it was worth more than that for his personal craft.
Yeah, but you gotta pay whatever less you can. Gold is to be stacked. You need to... Have I always been this penny pinching? Nice.
Gold is to be used in exchange for cocaine.
Like the meme with the Skinner. Like, I've been always this penny pinching? No, it's the other. It's everyone else that's wrong.
I don't know, fucking dragons, but...
Isn't this normal for dragons?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe you're just having dragon sickness. I don't know, I normally kill your kind. What do you want from me?
Fuck you want from me, boy?
Get out of here. It's a Faguzzi, a Fagazi, a boom.
You've always seemed rather obsessive, and making bad decisions is very seemed commonplace for you, despite supposedly your intelligence that I have yet to see.
I have no argument against what you said, but I'm sure you're wrong somewhere.
If you wish.
I mean, I'm sure I can get more gold somewhere. Can always get more.
The purpose is why.
Why not? It's shiny. It smells good. It tastes good. It's kind of
It really doesn't taste good.
well, for me it does. It's
Like metal. It's
it
not very
has-
tasty.
well, more of a scent.
Then why don't
really.
you eat it?
Well, sometimes when I'm a dragon, it's like
Right now, eat your gold.
Why?
You said it's tasty. You started this argument. And if there's anything that I know, it's about eating things that it shouldn't be eaten. So go on, eat your gold.
As a dragon, I can probably just munch on some gold. It's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
I'll munch
Can
up a couple
you
of
really
gold.
say that you
I'll
enjoy
take
that?
it. I'll get it back later.
Oh no. We call this recycling, guys.
Yeah. Num num num. I'll get it back later. It's fine. It got a rich texture. Anyway, where are we going after this?
To find another vampire. We have people
Okay.
to find. Let's go.
And by the way, you said that the small church was of pillar.
Of Paylor, yes.
Okay. Did it burn with the building, or is it a separate building?
It's a separate complex, like how they're
Okay.
separated on the map.
Let me check. Is it how big is it? Is it?
I mean, you see the size on the map. It's probably like 15, 20
okay.
feet tall.
Okay. And there's like a bust of pillar there.
Not anymore. They already defiled the entire place.
Okay. Mind. I would like to have a statue of pillar and make it gold.
Fair enough.
But, maybe some other time. Let's go.
Do we know where the other ones are going to be yet?
It should be right in this direction, and he'll point in the direction that he believes it to be in. This is according to the notes that we found that specified that they were going to be in. They had sewer traps that were collecting souls, if I remember right.
Yes. He was setting them up inside the sewers and along the beaches.
And this Golden Fang should be the last one of their kind that we need to deal with. Well, last one of my kind that we need to correct, shall we say.
Okay.
Well, let's go then.
Alrighty. So, as you all are tracking over there, who wants to do the survival check to try to pick up any clues? Actually, sorry. Yeah, it's survival. It's survival. Up to 2 people.
I can be one of them.
I'm not proficient in survival.
I
plus
am proficient in
11, I
survival.
believe. So it's
So who's spawning? Or
Hell yeah, 30.
I'll toss one.
30. Nice.
It's pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so close.
Your plus had to mess it up.
Yep. Damn
All right.
pluses.
This
Alrighty.
30 is going to be enough.
30 is more than enough. Yes. So while you're heading out there looking for the proper looking for the proper signs of where he would have been setting up, where he would have entered in through, you start to see a larger influx of vampires in the streets. You see a handful of them are kind of loitering around what appears to be a simple shack, and yet there has to be some reason why the four of them are out there. If you were a betting man, that might be the entry point towards where Golden Fang is.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to like sense all four of them? Because are they my lineage?
You have the same lineage as Golden Fang, correct?
He has the same lineage as me.
Yes. Then yes.
I'm the head of mine.
Someone's being a little testy.
All right. So, you do sense that you are of the same lineage. Yes.
No. Shall we go investigate?
I agree with you, yeah.
Anyone want to do the polite talking? Because the last time I did it, they got a bit snippy.
I guess I could do the
Not
polite
you.
talking. God damn it.
I could try to do the talking, but not my specialty.
Just out of character, Elowen, you understand that's just like in character energy, right? Just making
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
of course.
Okay,
course.
just making sure.
Yeah, I know.
Casimir is a
Out of
dick.
character.
Elemention is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hey
I know,
guys,
don't
our
worry.
cast is just like, no.
You're a dragon. Fuck you.
It's not even the dragon, it's everything Elowen's done as well.
Mhm.
He
Yeah, of
has
course.
no trust there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, who's the talker? Since Casimir said not him. Who's?
I can do it. That's what I said.
Oh, you can do it. Okay. So, how do you want to do this?
I can just walk up and say hi. That's it.
Alright. You walk up to them. They kind of like snarl in your direction, and you go, "Hi."
What is it?
They look at you. Nothing. You can keep moving on.
See? There's a reason why I came over here. I wanted to test myself.
Against us, and they all start laughing.
Oh, yes. I am quite strong after all. But I always love to prove myself. Because there always could be somebody out there who's stronger than me. Not many.
Listen here, bugbear. One of them tries poking you in the chest, and their finger crumples. Piss off.
I mean, honestly, do you think you could make me?
Roll me intimidation. Remember, you can use strength over charisma. Yep.
I am.
We love 23. You see all of them look at one another, and the one guy, you know, there's always one guy in the group who's like, I have to take the challenge. And all the other guys are like, dude, don't fucking do it. But then he looks past you at everyone else in your posse.
Hey, just taking bets back here. Don't worry about it.
And they begin stepping away.
Oh, don't worry about them.
They're all skedaddling. Roll for piss pants. I'll say 8 or lower. Mm-hmm. Vindir, you can smell very clearly somebody pissed their pants.
He just pissed himself.
You still owe me 5 gold for that. You never agreed to it, but I said it first.
You didn't say which one first.
I had to pick which one of them. I said, oh, one of them is going to piss themselves.
That's like saying one of them's gonna breathe. That doesn't really, you
That's
know.
entirely different.
We're sitting next to a bunch of like Z-lister vampire wannabes.
Look, I know. They are quite pathetic. It's actually surprising.
Honestly, it's a little embarrassing for your kind.
I thought they would be stronger here. Maybe it's just because there's no blood and it's because it's all souls.
They're all vegan vampires.
Yeah, there's no
I
meat.
I didn't know vampires could piss.
Of course, we're on an all-liquid diet.
True.
And when you try pushing a bugbear in the chest and your finger crumples against them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking terrifying. But anyways, apparently these guys watching the door chose life.
Or on life.
Yeah.
Shall we go in then?
Yeah, open the door for us, dang.
I'll open it.
No manners.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm going to look at the guys that I'm like, thank you guys for letting us go through.
I do need you to roll me an athletics check to open the door because it is locked.
Really?
Yes.
I'll cast
Roll a
lock.
1.
No need. He rips the door off the hinge and throws it behind him.
How did you roll a 28 on a d20?
Good question.
I just clicked
What?
on there.
It said roll minimum 28. Something's fucked up on your sheet.
Oh no, minimum 28 because I have the 19 ability where it's like if a strength check's less than my strength score, then it just becomes my strength score.
Yeah, but it made a d20 at 28, and then added on the 60.
Yeah. Yeah, your minimum athletics is a 28 on the roll, not on the die itself. Right?
Yeah.
I guess they messed that up, and that's one of the things on the sheet they have to mess up on.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
fine.
I had dice roll 20. Either way, yeah, I rip it off.
I'm fairly certain you ripped the fucking door off the hinge.
I'm like, ooh, sorry.
Just and those vampires are very quickly leaving now. Looking down, it appears to be a very, very disgusting sewer. You see that there is symbology to the Raven Queen here, and all of them seem to be crossed out with nail markings or files. People who want to discredit her existence in this location. As you begin to walk down, you see a handful of these traps. Periodically, as you are surveying through the entirety of the sewers, you notice there appears to be a few wayward souls in them, and Natalie stays behind in order to help release these souls. The traps seem to be simple, like pitfalls where they get stuck in the pit. Different rope traps where they catches and hangs them upside down. Just all of these numerous different soul traps when souls are just people here. But as you are tracking through, I need someone to roll me an insight check.
21. Oh, 25 with Vendir.
Elowin, Vendir, moving through here, you get the distinct impression that these traps are not recent. They've been laid down here for months, if not years. And the souls that they're capturing don't appear to be like they're stuck there for long. They're still energetic enough to be screaming that they're stuck. They're still wild enough to be angry at whatever circumstance they're in. Souls probably calm down after they've been here for a while. So, where do they take the souls? The exit point that you guys were all moving in from, the entrance exit, whatever it is, that's a major thoroughfare. Souls would be seen, captured, and taken out. There might be some clue as to where specifically they house the souls down here. But you're going to have to discover it.
Yeah.
Now, how would you guys like to do that?
Can I attempt to untrap a soul?
Untrap a soul. Yeah. They are literally just stuck in the pitfalls and stuff. You reach down and lift one out of it.
Okay. Does it go?
Thank
like,
you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
How long have you been in there?
Feels like forever. Must have been days.
Oh. You all gave me the impression that you're there for a long time.
No, I've only been here for, I mean, a few days. It's horrible. Where am I, sir?
You're dead.
What?
I think you should probably say more about that.
I'm dead. What do you mean dead? What do you mean dead? I don't understand. What do you, like, what's dead supposed to signify?
You're on the path to your eternal slumber.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. Dead. Not like undead dead.
Wow. Well, I how did that happen? I was just traveling down the road.
I don't know, man. You're just here. At the same time, I'm here.
But what about that man I just talked to?
What, the one in the pit with you?
No. The man who wandered by. He said they were going to help me get out. He said he was going to go get a guard.
Okay.
What do you look like?
I mean, it's very dark down here, but for some reason I can see black and white. It's weird. I feel like I'm an elf or something, and he's clearly human. Slender, pale, pointed ears. He had very elongated canines as well.
Do you kind of look like him? And I point at Casimir.
Oh no, far taller and more manly. Casimir is canonically short.
Oh,
He's
okay.
5'8". Do you know not all vampires look alike?
Yeah, but you do have like very similar traits.
I could do greater locate object door to see if we can find the nearest exit.
It would probably be the one that we just walked out of.
Maybe.
Oh, but that's that person that you said, the one that was going to lead you out of here?
Yes.
Did you see which way he went?
Yes, that way, which is the opposite way that you guys came from.
Maybe we can go find him. Let's go this way.
He left a little while ago. I'm sure he should be back any minute. Do you know another way out?
Yes, this way.
Roll me a deception check, Kaz.
Oof.
9. I don't think he knows a way out.
Well, we're not looking for an exit, so.
I am.
Well, you can go the opposite way that we are.
Okay,
Go
good.
the same way we are. Or you can just stay here and hope that the guy was being truthful.
You could just hand them to me as well.
I suppose I'll try with all of you.
How big are the sewers?
You can walk shoulder to shoulder so long as it's not Casimir and
Okay.
Those two would not fit side by side. You're both way too bulky.
Okay.
But as you begin following him, he begins talking. There was someone else in there as well that they had found. Sadly, that person, he seemed to have fallen a little ill, a little crazy. He was saying something about how he was already dead. I didn't understand it. It was a very strange way of speaking. And of course, after that, we did also encounter a different individual who seemed to be laughing at my misfortune of being down there. Can you believe it? Someone laughing at my misfortune.
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
It was quite funny.
Well, you guys
Well,
are
very
dicks.
Very sad for you. But you're dead.
What?
Is he already forgotten?
Did you forget?
I
Well,
thought
you
you
got
guys
worse
were
memory
just
than you.
fucking with me. It's just, I'm really dead.
Yes, you're unfortunately
You're living dead now.
You're dead.
I think there would, what do you call those things? Goldfish. They might have the memory of one.
No, sir. I am a wonderful business person and an investor. Do you know how many different companies I'm invested in?
None, because you're dead.
invested in.
Well, I'm
Well,
still. Well,
You're no longer
Oh, no.
invested in anything. You're.
But- what were you saying?
I'm saying you're no longer invested in anything since you left your mortal position with your body, and you're currently in limbo.
But where's my wealth?
It's where the material plane is, where you no longer are.
I was told by that church that I would get reparations for all of the taxes I paid when I died.
I guess somebody lied.
That's your first, major fault. You believed in a church.
Nah, that wasn't your favorite. That wasn't your first one. Maybe the wrong one. At the wrong church, but
Thousands and thousands. I reported people to them.
So you
All that
probably
work and you
deserved
got
it then.
nothing.
To what church?
Imperial.
Oh. You reported people for tax fraud.
Yes.
You definitely deserve to be here.
I can't say I disagree with Casimir for this one.
Taxes
Oh.
are theft.
Elwin, roll me a deception check. Oh, wait, no, you said you can't say you disagree with him. Never mind. I
Yeah.
apologize. Yeah, because you didn't pay shit on all of that money you have.
Yeah.
Taxation is not theft. Taxation goes to the betterment of wealth and prosperity across everyone. It goes to the infrastructure that needs to be updated, the guards that protect my money.
Okay.
Also, it goes to those teachers that teach your kids.
Yeah, but
What?
where's
No,
the,
we don't pay for
where-
those things.
Where's the
Yeah.
money go when you give it to a god? Because I don't see any roads leading to his kingdom.
His eyes just go wide and he looks down.
I
Well,
mean, how many of the gods' planes have you been to?
We've been to a few.
Oh no. I was
You know-
swindled.
No, you
And it's
weren't swindled.
all going to trickle down.
Maybe for those specific gods, but not all gods are like that. Then
It's
my
okay.
friend right here just does not like any gods. So his perception is colored, to say the least.
Okay.
It's
Hey.
okay. Just think of this. You're just going to suffer an eternal damnation. It's going to be okay.
He's not going to suffer eternal damnation.
It's going to the abyss. He is.
Wait,
Are you
why?
Sure he's not?
Why am I going to the abyss?
You are not being eternally damned. There's always salvation as long as you seek it. Casimir, a word, please. I went to Casimir to the side.
Sure. Water. What's up?
We're trying to get this guy on our side. He's freaked out.
We don't really need him on our side. He's already gave us a direction. We're just following it.
It's better to make allies than enemies.
He's
you never
dead.
know when they're going to come back.
He's dead.
And so are you.
I'm undead. There's difference.
So is he.
No, he's dead.
Then how are we speaking to him?
Because we're in the realm of death.
Yeah, he could come back. How many times have we seen people come back from the dead?
No. That's not how it works.
They do come back. We have damn spells. We have a guy at the party that can bring back the dead.
Really? Where's Liara? And he just walks away.
No. God damn it, Casimir. I'll
So
walk back.
what am I supposed to do with all of this plethora of information about refinancing, getting out of like different strongholds, and readjusting your?
Don't go in those timeshares. If they ever try to get you in a timeshare, don't do it.
Well, no shit. I'm not an idiot. I said I'm a smart businessman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were
You are
interested
dead.
in this timeshare?
Smart
I
businessman.
accumulated almost 100,000 gold worth of wealth. And that's not even including all of the properties I owned. You know, there's this
Impressive.
one territory. Yes, right. There was this one territory across the shoreline where there was this immense flooding that occurred, right? And it killed almost everybody out there. So afterwards, the property value plummeted down to like nothing. And I just acquired the entire beachfront. And I had passive revenue by charging rent to all of those families who had to go into those houses. And they would pay me whatever I wanted because what were they going to do? Relocate?
I'm going to shout out and be like, narrator, stop it. I know your agenda.
The narrator?
The narrator, I will just send my character's complaints about you through the narrator.
Fair enough.
As close as I'll get to breaking the fourth wall.
Fair enough. Well, anyways, you all during this conversation, Vindir and Elowin, you notice further down this pathway on the sewers, there's a small flicker of a light.
Okay. Should we check that out, Vindir?
Yeah, it's only. I'm assuming it's pretty much the only light out flickering, right?
Oh yeah, since
For
you
it to
guys have
stand
been
out.
here, you've seen like 3 instances of lights. One of which was magic, the other one was that lantern that Casimir couldn't enter, and now this one.
Then yeah,
Mhm.
let's go towards it.
Yeah.
So, as you all go wandering, approaching closer towards that simple flicker of light, you notice another quick flash. And for the briefest of moments, those of you with passives of 25 or higher, Vindir, you hear a very faint scream. The quickest little scream. When you get over towards the door, you hear someone behind it is moving something that sounds heavy for them.
Only the one person I can hear in there.
Only one person you can hear in there.
I just kind of like hand sign that there's one person inside the room. And then I'm gonna count to 3. And then as soon as my finger hits 1, I'm gonna throw the door open.
You slam the door open, and you see there's this hunchbacked individual currently dripping some type of liquid from this strange alchemical contraption into a single vial, and the liquid is pure blue, and they turn and look over at you. Mister, mister. And he goes over to the side, and it looks like he's about to grab for something.
I'm gonna try to stop him from grabbing anything.
All right. He needs to give an athletics opposed by your athletics DC. 8 plus proficiency plus strength modifier. What is that?
Strength mod is a +9. What's our... Probably what, a 6, I'm assuming?
6
your
is proficiency
6, yeah.
bonus.
15.
So that'd be 14 plus 9 is 23. Yeah. He has a +1 at least. Hey, 19. As he's
Try.
lunging for it, you grab and pull him back. No, no.
Toilet master.
I'm just gonna drag him out. Then I'm just gonna bring him to Kaz like, you have one of these.
I mean, yes, but that also means I understand how hard they are to break. You,
Yes.
where is your master?
He looks you up and down.
Yeah. One as well.
Indeed. I am here to meet with him. He is
You
my
have-
kin.
You have appointment with Master Goldenfang?
Indeed.
Deception check. Oh, jeez, yeah.
Oh, you can release me now. I apologize, sir. I was unaware that you and Master were supposed to meet today. Please put me down. My hump is very uncomfortable.
I passive aggressively let him down.
Yes. Oh, you brought another soul. Shall I refine this one?
Hi, yes, I was supposed to be released a while ago.
Oh, you're gonna be released, all right.
And he, like, because his one eye is only half open the entire time, he like almost blinks at you. It's like, hi.
By refine, what do you mean by that?
Um,
I've yet to learn the process as part of what's being discussed.
shall I show you?
Explain it to me.
Cover his ears.
Vindir covers his ears.
Yeah.
My ear. Why? It's he just earmuffs him.
So, come here.
And he brings you inside where you see this entire chamber down here has been set up, and it's this large, huge containers that seem to have that bluish liquid that sometimes shifts red and then sometimes yellow and then keeps swirling about inside of it. You also look around at it, and there appears to be one of those tubes. This very tall standing tube. It looks not dissimilar to that vision that Liara had that she shared with you guys. The one where that's where she woke up inside of a tube like that. However, inside of that, there's only dust on the ground right now. And you can see there's like a few dozen large spikes at the top that look like they could compress downwards.
Sir, you see, we have figured out the proper refining method of souls, where we can screw two of them together of different natures and then corrupt them. So we can refine the good aspect of a soul and the bad ones, and then push the bad ones out, which we get to feed to, well, the lowlies. But then, with the good aspects of the soul, we get to use that to empower ourselves. It only takes about 30 or 40 souls to make one vial of pure soul essence.
And he shows you the like quarter-filled vial that he has right now.
I see. On being empowered by this, what does it do?
Oh, so the way it was explained to me, when the vampire consumes it, they gain the same strength and same awareness of everything around them as if drinking ancient blood, but without the need to feast like a young form. And it only costs 40 souls.
I see. How many of these vials do we have?
Oh, we have just barely made one. I'm working on the second one, but we haven't got our shift change yet. There's supposed to be more vampires down here to help.
I think we'll be dealing with that. That this should be coming, sometime later today.
Good.
The one that you said to have made, is that here?
No,
Or is that with your master?
my master.
I see. Can I see the one that you've got there?
Oh, yes.
And he hands you the about quarter-filled vial.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now, your master. You take his turn.
Oh, I'm supposed to be refining the souls. But if you need, I can show you the way to the promenade he is at.
That would be nauseous, yes.
Yes, anything to serve my master.
Of course.
I am only 642 orders away before I get to become a child of the death.
Of course, yes. That is absolutely what would happen.
I am very good. I have served my master for the better part of a decade.
And maybe in another or so, you might reach that goal.
Yes. But that's all in there. Let us refind it yet. Yes, real quick.
No, you're going to tell us the way to find your master.
Oh, very well. So, follow this path here. You will travel for 4 gaps. Left, right, left, left. After that 4th one, you'll come across a round opening with 6 different pathways. Starting from your right, there's a 3rd pathway that leads you down a very long trail. You follow that trail, and you'll be able to jump over a stream of filth down there. Do not touch it. It is 50% sticks. And then after that, you follow the trail for a while, and you will find a set of stairs that lead upwards. When you crawl up them, you will be received inside of a very small home. Yes. Then inside of that home, you will see the promenade before you. He's supposed to be recruiting there.
You don't need to keep
Right.
track of the specific instructions, you guys.
Just trying to, just in case.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that would be most helpful.
Will you inform my master of my assistance?
Of course, but you stay here. Keep working.
Of course.
And he'll reach out towards the wayward soul you guys have.
Kaz will just like wave a hand like, sure.
Yeah, I don't really care. I want kind of want to see what happens.
Are we letting this go on? I mean,
You and are the good ones.
does it seems to be strong or easy weak as fuck? Seems to be weak as fuck.
He doesn't seem physically strong. But you've encountered people with this level of blind devotion before. Usually they have a ridiculous strength. Like, ridiculous power because of their faith.
Mm-hmm. I was
But
thinking,
compared
like,
to you guys, like, come on.
like I was thinking, I just like sleep and just.
Oh, yeah, you can try.
And check what the slots I have. No, I just need. Right, the new sleep is different, right? Right.
Oh, it's way better now.
Sleep on the old guy.
Wisdom, correct? That's the old sleep.
Oh,
Well, no matter what their saving throw is supposed to be, a 3 on the die is going to be a failure. It's
yeah.
They roll the first time, it gives them incapacitated for a turn, and then on their turn they roll again, and then they fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new version. Way,
Okay.
way better.
Yeah.
It didn't really need to knock him out. He's just doing his job.
Yeah, but do we really want more souls to be distilled and killed?
Guy was kind of a slumlord, so I really don't care.
They're already dead. And realistically, that's for science. They figured out something that's never been done before, us seeing how it actually happens in progress. With someone that no
Yeah.
one is going to actually miss. It's
It
beneficial.
disturbs the balance of life and death.
That's why we're here to put a stop to it. But understanding what it is they're doing is useful.
We already know what it's doing. We don't need to kill more people to.
Do you understand the process behind it?
sort of. But do we really need to see a uh, physical example to understand it's not good?
Fine, not good.
Well, I'm good. I'd like to spare this one. Can't we just let him go? Like, go back to where you came and
Would you
where
rather
we
him
were-
be alive, or would you rather this one singular gold?
Is my
Oh.
curse activated on this one, or
I mean, a life
No,
is worth more than 1 gold.
yeah?
Is
but,
it?
Like,
But you know there is a monetary value to a life.
yeah. So you were a banker in life?
What? Banker? No, I was a multi-investment connoisseur. Property, real estate, usually after unfortunate events.
Gotcha.
Real model citizen you have there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he's a slumlord.
I take offense to that. I would have you know that all of my properties were clean before everyone moved in.
Yeah, would you paint over the dirt?
The water damage.
Yeah, mold everywhere. Killing everybody.
I mean,
Did you ever deal in pyramids?
in pyramids?
Heard pyramid schemes are terrible things. I don't know why so many people want to buy pyramids.
No,
It seems really unpractical.
I never tried selling a pyramid. However, I did have a multi layered selling initiative that I was a part of.
How big is the room?
Oh, it's like 15 feet by like 20 feet.
Never mind. Put him in the tube. I don't care anymore. And I take the gold from Casimir.
Well, it was a fantastic system. You see, I would sell the products to the people who then sold the products to the people who then sold the products to the people, and all of the money would just cascade upwards, and I would make a percentage of whatever they would sell their products for.
Casimir, would you do me the honor?
Well, no, you knocked out the person who was able to do it.
Oh, he failed that sleep spell.
Yeah, I'll stop the sleep.
Yeah, he'll wake up. "Oh, I'm a little tired from the job. Ugh."
You
Yeah,
sort of just
can you
passed
show
out right
us-
in front of us. I'll be sure to consider that in my words.
I'm so sorry, sir.
What were you saying, Elowen?
Can you show us the the process now?
Oh, yes, please, Wayward Soul, follow me.
And he brings it into. All right,
Oh.
well, yeah, you guys watch as he activates the tube and it grinds him into nothing but powder. And then the powder gets filtered into this large contraption, and you start to see the different colors of it. And slowly, over time, it starts dripping like a slow, like espresso drip, the blue liquid into the vial.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I'll
the
use it
entire
to fill the
process is
vial
gonna
that
take-
I've already got.
Oh, he'll use a different one. I mean,
No, I'm going to fill up that one.
yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect.
See, now that we've seen it done, it's much more useful. Right, you continue your business, you stay there, let's go.
Thank you.
It's left, left, from the right, across the river, up the stairs, and
Yes.
promenade.
Yes, perfect.
The river with 50% sticks.
Isn't it 60%?
No, he said 50.
50, yeah.
I'll
Across the
swim-
river, just don't
I'll swim on
touch
the
the
bridge.
50%.
You'll what?
I'll make a bridge with the sun's image and then make it real. Just some time for us to
Yep.
walk through.
All right. And as you all follow the proper pathway all the way there, eventually you find your way over to the Foggy Promenade. And I think we can go ahead and go on break, everybody. When we come back, perhaps you will finally meet Golden Fang.
You can hope. So, bottom of the hour.
Alrighty, everybody. We're back. So, where last we left off, you guys had made it through the sewers and through the promenade. Or over to the promenade. There, you see this beautiful expanse, this boardwalked area that has a beautiful statue to the Raven Queen erected inside of the middle of it. This absolutely breathtaking little area connected to the river Styx. You can see this stream of water that floods in on the shore that nobody is down closer towards out of fear of accidentally touching it. And as you're all looking around, you notice there's about a few dozen wayward souls just floating around here. I would like a religion check from anybody proficient.
That's a 32.
Jesus Christ. So, these souls that you're peering at, these are, by definition, wayward souls. Souls that have been here so long that they have somewhat lost their consciousness. No longer really whom they once were, now just these floating, undead spirits. Usually to some minor akinship to, well, their origin, whom they once were. But very minor in that origin. And looking through, you also notice a few of them have wristbands tied around them. Red ribbon.
Did he try to put any wristband or anything on the spirit that we pulled out of the hole?
Nope. Nothing like that.
Wonder what the wristbands mean.
Okay, ask him.
Yeah, do they seem like not spooky looking spirits?
They're kind of spooky.
I'm gonna shout out, hey, what does those bands mean?
Roll me a persuasion, I guess. 0. One of the spirits just like and floats away.
Damn.
I'll try. I'll go a bit further. May I ask what these bands are for, please?
Roll me a persuasion.
Yes, of course. Persuasion. Give me 5.
One of them looked at you. The golden one. The golden one gave it to us.
And what does it do?
It keeps us sane.
Oh. Okay. And there's more and more of those souls.
Oh yeah, lots of them. You know, they're just on the map for reasons.
Of course.
And this is a statue to the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Clearly.
Does it look desecrated in any way?
No. Not at all.
Interesting.
But there is a large golden vase being held by her.
Golden.
Yeah.
Go check.
Remember, we're meeting her.
Yes, yes, of course. But it's gold. I'm gonna check it still.
No, just leave it. Not everything that exists is meant to be yours.
Not with that attitude.
Does it seem like that urn could be moved?
In the hands,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check, minimum of 30, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're. Yes, that is not originally there. That is something that was placed there after the construction of the statue.
Okay. Can we move it? Not sure we can.
If you would like to try to.
Yeah, I'd
But
like to try
Casimir
it.
is saying no, and you know.
I'll
Do you extend a hand out towards it?
Is it would be like a strength check? Or
It looks pretty big.
okay. I'll transform to dragon to grab it.
What did I just tell you?
Yes, yes, but gold.
So Dragon Elowin.
Yes.
I can
Grab the golden vase.
As soon as you lift the golden vase from the hands,
Mhm.
you see all of the wristbands of all of the spirits begin burning as they immediately become crazed. Roll me
Put it back.
initiative,
Put it
everybody.
back.
Who could have foretold that?
I mean, I was
Well-
gonna like say let's turn it around because it seemed like it was upside down.
Well, I have a golden vase now.
I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.
Joey,
And suddenly
how-
the grandpa is fine.
Yes.
Joey, how many minutes has it been since the last fight?
Like 30.
Boop. God damn.
Nice. Elowin, you are first.
Yes.
You lift up the vase, and immediately all the spirits begin screaming loudly.
Okay. Let me just check something. It's the fire breath. It's the no. Where's the 60-foot cone?
Show your cone?
Yes. Cone. 60.
Yeah, just all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's 60, you're hitting the residential area.
Oh. I'll and that way, is there something that way?
Everything off the map is residential.
God damn it. I'll go above them and go here.
Well, the ones closest to you will attack of opportunity.
Of course, of course.
Um. $20 to hit?
No.
All right, then they all missed.
And then I'll go back with the cone.
Yes.
Just a bit like
Yeah, a bit backwards to not hit Casimir.
Yeah.
But you'll hit the statue.
a bit further again. Do
So many options, guys.
Really wasn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So you
I squeeze next to the building just to
Yep.
do my breath without
just
Touching-
barely not hitting
and not touching the statue.
Yep. All right, let me look at their resistances. Nah. Okay. Wait, where is this one? All right, well, these spirits are all dead.
Blah. That's my turn. Still clutching the golden urn.
Then, dear. God damn it, now all of them are angry.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll take the one on the left then.
I'm just gonna turn this on, make it easier for me to tell.
We could just leave. That says forwards.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm going to do turn undead and then sear them.
All right, roll the d8s.
Yep, which is 8d8.
All right, you're hitting 10, so I'm going to roll at advantage for 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they fail, they take the damage.
Correct. Those are all fails. If there's no pluses.
Nope, that is their bonus. All of them
Okay.
destroyed instantly.
But that's so much easier, Casimir.
All done.
All done.
Golden hour.
The golden hour. You all see from the shoreline this flare ignite and shoot up into the sky. As soon as you see that, for the briefest of moments, Vendir, you see a golden-toothed individual smirking. Let me roll 2d4. Ooh, 8. Alrighty. You guys watch as more of these spirits begin going crazy and spawning into the location.
Hey, look, it's Coppermouth.
It's Golden Fang, you fucking bitch.
Do we see where that's coming from?
No, because visibility is very limited inside of this Shadowfell.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Grr.
You're muted if you're talking.
Mike is buffed off.
No, your mic fucked itself again. Didn't you just get a new mic?
New headset.
Hmm.
If you want to try to fix it when it's not your turn, you can just type out what you're doing.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's try this again. Rage, and are we trying to fight these guys, or are we just trying to get them out of here?
Vendir's been dispersing them through radiant energies. Elowin's been breathing fuck-mothering fire on them.
Okay, fight.
And a large golden beam summoned more. And you heard Vendir say, hey, look, it's Coppermouth.
All right, let's attack this then. Alpha go advantage 24.
Barely hits. Sorry.
41 damage.
Well, that is an eviscerated spirit.
Can I do it non-lethally?
Absolutely.
I don't know how that works with spirits.
You keep track of, well, you're not trying to rip and destroy them. You're just trying to, smother it and take it out. You keep track of how many you non-lethal. It will matter in the future, but I'm going to delete them so my map doesn't become laggy. And please ignore this one. He is the token marker.
Okay. Second one.
Hit it.
No, I'm moving him off the map. Fuck you
I know
guys.
that hits.
Yes, sir.
31 hit. That's 31 damage.
That's another non-lethally killed. You guys can't see my tokens off the map, right? I just put one over here.
No, I can't.
Oh, that is perfect.
How do you do custom counters in this new sheet?
I'm not sure, but I know they just put out a bigger update. Come Monday, I'm going to have to look into the update itself and see if they changed anything.
I'm just doing notes right now.
Fair enough. All right, that was your 2 attacks?
Yep.
Next up, the Undead Spirits. 40 feet of flying, so... Casimir, 10, 20, 30, 40. Wait. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yep, those ones go there.
They all have advantage, so this will be fun.
All right. These ones are dashing to get over to you, Elowin. So, let's start with this, shall we? For each of you that is adjacent to 3 or more of them, I need you to give me a strength saving throw. If you are adjacent to 6 or more of them, you have disadvantage. All right, fine. It's still. Yeah. You're
I see dice roll. I'm just going to do that. I don't know. They got fixed that.
They do. Yeah, I'm going to report that one to them today. All right, Casimir?
Well, you said strength save at disadvantage?
If there's 6 or more adjacent to you.
5. So.
Yeah, there's only 5 for you. I love how your bonus is just 22.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
How do you have
As-
22 strength
Because
save?
I'm amazing.
Because I have plus 16. I have 28 strength.
Proficiency
Bonuses.
plus.
I get to
other-
add my con.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. I get to add my con to my physical stats. To my physical
Alright.
saves.
Vindir,
That's nice.
two of them are close enough to you. Vindir, you're adjacent to some. Oh, you rolled a 23. You're good. Alrighty. So only two of them can attack you, Vindir. I'm doing first attack, second attack. 22 to hit,
Yes.
and 24 to hit.
Yes.
That'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of bludgeoning damage. After each of those hits, I need you to give me a... Oh no, it's no saving throw. You are now under the frightened condition. Nice. Casimir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are coming at you. Each of them has multi-attack, so I'm rolling 5 times advantage. Do they have advantage against you?
Not right now.
Okay.
What damage type did they deal?
Bludgeoning.
Okay. Misses. 23 hits. Yeah. How many attacks do they have?
Each of them has 2, and there's 5 of them attacking
gotcha.
you. Yeah. So I was doing left, right, left, right, left, right.
Yeah. nice.
So 6 bludgeoning and 5 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I've got resistance down to 3 and 2.
Yep. Elowin, they dash to get to you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. They all have advantage?
Yep.
Alright, so I actually do have to roll 16 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. How many hits among all of that?
The crit and the 23 hit.
All right, so crit damage. All right, and that was just the first half of the attacks.
Wah, wah.
So that's 9 bludgeoning, 11 bludgeoning, which you're resistant to anyways.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Only the no, not the only. The 25 hits, the 23 hits, and the crit hits.
All right, that's 11 bludgeoning, 10 bludgeoning. As all of these souls immediately start freaking out, looking over and start trying to rip and grab and tear at each of you, trying to rip you apart. Casimir.
Okay. To clarify, the ones on the upper right above us, are they actually there or are they dead?
These ones up here?
No, the ones further up that don't have helpers.
There's no more further up on my map.
I don't see any either.
Okay, it might just be frozen on my map.
It probably is.
So I see ones there. And
All of them are
ones to the south.
clustered around all of you right now.
Right, okay. And the flare that got shot off, did you see which direction it was?
It
It's like
came
we
from
noticed the
somewhere
flare.
over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the flare appeared to be radiant, which pierced through the fog of the Shadowfell.
Is it off map before I run over there?
No. That is not off map over there.
Okay. Then I'll head over there.
Start heading.
Dundir, I believe in you.
I got this.
Link over there.
Now you see the shoreline over there, where the river Styx is crashing in and pulling back over and over again. And it is like a pier that like oversees that, so like there's a drop off down there.
I'll look over.
Well, you need to go one more to look over.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you pop your head over there, his held action goes off. Ha ha! I bet you weren't ready for this! First attack. Added advantage because he came out of hiding. Second attack.
Yeah, just 20 misses.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
Does he have advantage on this one?
He only has advantage on the first.
Then, oh wait, 21 is my AC. But reaction parry.
Harry! Come on, Tyler. Get it, Tyler Perry?
God damn.
Screw you guys, I'm funny.
Get disarmed.
Yes. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no, you parried his hand away.
I thought it was a weapon.
No, he did a grave strike. He's striking at you.
No, okay. Well,
Yeah.
get
For
parried,
flavor purposes, you cut his fucking hand off, and then it instantly
so
regrows.
wonderful. Then bonus action. I'm just gonna bonus action. I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Fair enough.
Whack.
$27 will hit. What type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
You cannot defeat.
Yeah. So punch him and then grapple because I can grapple in the same punch,
Alright.
bringing him up. So I'm just like pulling him up onto the deck.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Uh,
do you automatically grapple, or does he get a saving throw?
no, I automatically grapple.
All right, he's grappled.
I think he can make a save. It says he can do both the actions at once.
Oh, hell yeah. So your DC is 8 plus your strength score plus your proficiency bonus.
Plus 2 times my proficiency bonus. So mine is 8 plus 6, which is 14 plus 6, which is 20 plus strength, which is
A lot more than 20.
8. DC is 28.
He is
So he gets
grappled.
pulled on. Yeah.
Ah!
Bite.
Ooh. Oh, sorry. It didn't ping that you actually rolled. I didn't see a die. 32 hits.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Now, the piercing is halved. The radiant
That's
is not.
fine.
However, you need to give me a constitution saving throw as you bite into him. Okay.
25.
Are you ready for this fun shit? You bite into his neck. And immediately you taste this stinging crimson liquid that seems foreign to you. Except when you flash back to that one time you fed off of Gabby. This motherfucker has radiant blood. 15 points of radiant damage halved, down to 7.
Gotcha. You disgust me.
I am
How?
superior. Asima, motherfucker.
He says with his golden teeth.
Okay, well, you just made this worse for you. Just like, I let him go, just grab Apple, it's like, fine then. I'm just gonna beat a sense into you, but this is fine. Schmack.
26 and 14.
For good measure, give me a con save.
Sure.
Yeah,
5.
get prone.
Shit.
Smack again.
Smacky.
All on the floor. That barely hits. 36 and 27.
That's me.
Eloin.
I'm gonna go 20 feet in the air. So
Okay.
this one has an attack opportunity, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So please roll.
Yeah, No.
Doesn't touch.
No. So
Sure,
you have to roll a
mine-
die to see if you recharge your breath weapon.
Yeah. It's like D6. No, I do not.
All right.
Like that was here. Let me check my this word. Oop. See. I'm going to use dash as my action. And I'm still 20 feet in the air, so I'm not currently annoying Casimir with this fight. And
You're
that's my
just
turn.
holding on to your golden base.
Yes.
Golden
It's
Fang will
mine.
stand up from prone. Oh, would you look at that? A filthy dragon thief.
It's mine. Now, at least.
They will aim their hands up towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they could do this as... Yeah, special action. All right. They will cast command on you. So bonus. Nice.
Let's,
They will- Charisma saving throw DC 18.
Okay. Let me just dragon form. Charisma. 22.
Okay. It looks up at you. Drop it and chase your own tail. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, it's shiny.
It's going to move over to here, Casimir.
I'll just move here for the tokens.
And he's going to relinquish 2 grave strikes. At advantage now because you had a turn, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't do your advantage thing?
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. Because I punched him.
Then how'd you crit him? Oh, he took a
He
lot
was
more
prone.
damage than he was supposed to. Yeah, you knocked his ass prone. Yeah.
Yeah. And when
Yeah,
I
I guess so.
grappled him, I had advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 22, 24.
Basic rules, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Both of those hit.
Ignore the necrotic portions of this. He's specifically radiant with his shit.
Oh, so it's radiant damage?
Instead of necrotic damage, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't change that on this sheet apparently when I
Oh,
moved
yes.
him in. So
Which means
that's...
it actually does damage.
I know. I almost got you out of the... No. And
It's
then that
okay.
was his bonus action, and that's it. Then Deer.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. Channel Divinity, turn undead, and then sear them while they're being turned. Wisdom save DC 22.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would you look at that? All of them are dead, Vindir. Well, deader.
Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And, well, that's my turn.
All right. Golden hour. Souls of the damned. Come and drag this abomination into the sticks. Seven. Nice. They all come in, hovering in the air around you, Elowen.
Mhm.
Casimir, for once, you weren't called an abomination.
Let's do this. Yeah, they're done. They're gone.
You tried to non-lethal. No, you non-lethal this way.
Second attack. 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
35.
That's another dead one.
4 non-lethal. What will happen to me at this rate? Okay.
All right. All right, Vendir, they go dashing up to you. Vendir, you're only adjacent to 1. Elowen, you're adjacent to 6. Wait, 3. You're adjacent to 7, so you have a disadvantage on your strength save.
Okay. 16.
You're still successful.
Okay.
As all of them start ripping into you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be a lot of rolls. 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait.
Do they have advantage?
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
yeah.
7. They have multi-attack.
Okay.
So we're looking at every single die.
2 hits.
2 normal hits.
Yes.
6 bludgeoning, 9 bludgeoning. All right.
15.
You need to give me a strength. At disadvantage, at least. But your
But
minimum
raging,
roll.
I had advantage. I rolled 17 on the die, so that's 33.
Yeah, you can't possibly be forced into the river Styx by these guys. However, they can
Yeah.
attack you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be 6. They each have advantage, right?
Yep.
So 12 attacks. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Only
Alright.
2 of those hits.
7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
7 bludgeoning. And now for the next round of 6 attacks against you.
They all hit.
Hey, they're finding their groove. So 5 normals. Here.
I hate this because I don't get any pain fuel because they have to deal 10 damage to me after mitigations.
And they cannot.
Except maybe the crit.
Yeah, I'll roll the crit separately. That's the accumulation of all of them. So 40 damage.
Okay.
And then 13 on the crit.
God dang it.
They can't even
That
hurt you
5,000
enough.
cuts is the worst.
Yeah. Casimir, you're up.
Any last words?
You look domesticated.
That is a pathetic way to go. But so be it. No, you won't be remembered. No. What first one hit with epilogue, non-lethal.
Thanks for saying non-lethal.
Yeah.
As he falls unconscious, and then,
No.
all right, you consume Golden Fang. But we're not out of this initiative yet. These spirits are uber pissed.
Yeah. I'll go down and help. Or because Vindia probably has the rest of these. I'll bonus action dash and breach. Oh wait, no, this is a 15-foot radius, so that should be fine. And then I'm gonna forgo my last attack to do Searing Ignition. All of the undead spirits within 15 feet of me, which is essentially just all the ones down here by R. And make me a dex save, DC 22.
You are attacking me?
No. Creatures of my choice. Essentially just
Aha!
stabbing epilogue into their door and just like flame ripples out and burst over the spirits.
The two down here are successful.
Yeah. They take half as much of damage, which is almost 6. But the others take the full damage and are blinded till the start of my next turn.
Hey, you have advantage now.
Yay.
That's me.
But I have to forego it if I want to get that extra damage. But they won't have advantage on me, so that's a nice thing.
True. Elowen.
I'm going to rend.
Well, roll
The
your
one
die
above.
first.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Oh, you already did. Okay, cool. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure you get that. As a
Yes.
DM, I always forget it, and it pisses me off where I'm like, they could have fire breathed.
So
Oh,
I think it was this one here. I think it's dead.
keyword
Maybe.
was.
Second one, boop. 33 for 20.
Hitting this one up here.
Yes.
Boop.
And third round, 22 for 29 for this one.
Boop.
That's my turn.
All right, Vindir.
Gonna do it again.
Oops, I did it again.
I think this is the most you've ever gotten out of your.
Channel
What do you-
divinities, yes.
Yeah, like the most you've ever gotten to use them. Hell yeah. Draw me your circle though. Oh wait, no, these guys are 20 feet in the air. You're definitely not hitting them.
It's a 30-foot circle. You want me to still draw it?
Yeah, you're not hitting the ones up there.
There.
Yep. So you hit your guys down here. Well, and we'll say that one right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead, 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 dead.
Did it hit that one next to me down the bottom?
Oh, good call. Dead. And he's blind. Blind dead. get it blinded.
All right, I can move to here because you said those are in the air. You know, I haven't. I forgot I even had this. So as a bonus action, I'm going to just beat this guy.
Back.
Oh, 18.
Will hit.
Oh wow, that's for 29.
Dead.
Okay, that's my turn.
Vendir has the highest kill count in all of these undeads.
Yes.
Go on, her.
Her?
Which one?
One to my left.
Dead.
21 hit.
Yes, sir.
30, bottom left.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay.
Nice. And now the undead spirits are going to go. Elowen, strength save. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Nope, there's not 3 of them anymore, so no more strength saves. Not like they could have moved you anyways. Elowen, 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
The 26 and the 24 hit.
All right. Oop. That is 9 bludgeoning, 7 bludgeoning. Only 4 attacks now. Oh wait, they're all at advantage though.
1
20
hits.
22. Nice.
We don't like 22.
We love it. That'll be 9 bludgeoning, half down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
That is their go. Casimir.
Schmack.
All on the floor. That'll hit.
Schmack, come on next then.
Betty dead.
And then I'll move.
Remember, they're 20 feet high.
Yeah, I'll expend Adrenaline Surge to double my movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
And shift up. Blink up into the air. Schmack.
That'll hit. And then you begin falling. Oh no.
Yep, and then I'll blink again over to the other one. Bonus action, I will flurry of blows. I'll spend a focus point.
Yep.
And schmack.
Which one, left or right?
Right.
All right, it's still standing.
Yeah, I'll start with a second voice for schmack.
Now it is not.
And then I blink down to the earth, that's me.
Well, you fall to the ground. For 2 points of bludgeoning.
For the end of my turn.
Yeah, didn't you say end your turn?
Oh, I said then I blink down, because I had enough movement.
Oh, okay, never
And
mind then.
then
You don't
end
take
turn.
2. Okay.
Exactly.
Elowen.
I got a 3 again.
Ah, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Normal stuff.
whack for 23 on a 30.
How do you want to do this?
I just smack it with the back of my paw. Just whack.
And as the last of these wayward spirits is felled, you all take a look around at this quiet area. And your little job is done. You have vanquished Golden Fang, as well as the entirety of his organization's leadership. And presumably, everyone other than those 3 guys that let leave because he just made them piss themselves.
And the old dude.
Yes, definitely not Edgar.
I'm going to inspect the golden urn.
Okay.
Arcana, I guess.
Jewel. Religion.
Jewelry.
If you have
or-
jewel crafters, you roll that utilizing intelligence. If you're
Yes.
proficient in religion, you roll that. You have advantage with the jewel crafters if you have both.
Yes. I do have both. I have
Alright.
a shit ton of of tools. Jeweler. With jeweler with intelligence. Intelligence. Advantage. 19.
Something about this urn suggests that it has a charming reagent to unintelligent undead. It has some type of compulsion to draw them closer towards it. But not in a way that you could utilize the urn to control them, in a way that it would cause them to gather near it.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, it's just a very nice golden urn.
Yeah, it's worth at least like 1,500.
Well, I just made myself 1,500 gold. As a vase. That I can put in my collection.
Mm-hmm.
In my hoard.
Now
Yeah,
everyone,
You got a little bit of a problem there.
What?
You can't take all this when you die. What's the point of hoarding it all?
Well, I'm dragon. I'm supposed to hoard thing now.
That feels like a cop-out answer.
Yeah, and like it says you gotta hoard things. Like it doesn't say it has to be gold. Could be knickknacks. Could be beanie babies.
Also
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
say
but
that you
it's-
have to hold
it's shiny.
anything. You're not actually a dragon.
Bash sad. I've been more and more drawn to gold since the mountain thing.
You have a problem.
Could it be curse? Nah.
Probably just a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Maybe.
like Liara and her cocaine habit.
This feels more like an addiction than that.
What's more addicting than cocaine?
Gold.
You know, that's a good point. I should use that as a marketing play.
You know what? You know what? Maybe it's a curse. I'll try something stupid. Maybe it
Why
works. I'm gonna use my last epic spell slot to cast Wish to remove a curse on
Okay.
myself. Not to cast a spell, remove curse. Wish to remove curse.
Yes. Wish to remove this curse from you.
Yes.
All right. So because of that, you do have to roll the d20.
Yes. The 100 though.
It's been a minute since I.
It's a 33% chance. So it's 33 and lower. Yes. D100. Woo! God damn! That was close.
It was very close to this, this time slot taking another person's wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's the longest any of you guys gone with a single character?
Say that again.
The longest you've gone with a single character, and I'm not talking about like you retired them, then brought them back. Just like single,
Just
reign
them.
with a single character. Yep.
I mean, I played Casio this entire time.
It's been close to 2.5 years.
Something like that.
Yeah.
My characters just die, so
I'm sorry.
We tried to prevent it.
yeah, just shit happens.
Yeah. And me personally, 8 months. But I've only ever played in one campaign that lasted that long.
So
like my
I'm gonna be weak for a while, I guess.
Yes. After
Um,
enduring that stress, each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take necrotic damage per level of that spell. This damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way. In addition, your strength score becomes 3 for 2d4 days. For each of those days that you spend resting and doing nothing more than light activities, your remaining recovery time decreases by 2 days. However, you are no longer compelled by the need of wealth.
I'm gonna
Congratulations.
take the urn. I'm gonna just going to let it fall to the ground.
Dong, 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 dong.
Well, give me a sec. The urn will be next to me since I would be in elven form to cast wish.
Yeah.
So I, yeah.
Alrighty. But anyways, guys.
I
As
think I need a
soon-
long rest. As soon, yes.
As soon as you all finish this little tiny mission, you all look around for a moment, and Vindir, you notice casually walking towards you all from the villa is Vaxildon. Everyone else, he kind of just startles the shit out of you as he kind of just appears.
Got you this time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I frighten any of you? Usually people aren't that good at seeing me. So I think I'm done on my end. You all need help cleaning anything up?
Maybe putting out some fires if there's any. But beyond that, I don't think so.
Very well.
We sort of cleaned everything up that we had to. They were a bit less agreeable than we thought they might be.
They are kind of egotistical assholes. But did you get them to bend the knee, or are they just no longer?
They're stewing somewhere in my stomach.
Problem solved, I suppose. All right. So, now I have to take you over to the Queen of Ravens, and you all get to speak with her. I believe she has about a half an hour free or so, Make sure you take advantage of that opportunity. Follow me.
Okay.
Do. As he is walking, instead of going down into the sewers like you all did, his wings shoot out and he just starts flying above all the buildings.
If I transform to dragon, will I still be with 3 strength?
Yes.
Okay. So I will not be able to fly.
Well, you can fly. You're just like, this sucks.
Yeah, okay. Do we... Well, how do we go with him?
Yeah, I was gonna holler and I'm like, hey, we can't all fly like that.
You can't. Don't you have like a wizard with you?
A weekend wizard. Oh.
Oh, did you get hurt or something? He flies down and he'll give you 5 points of lay on hands.
Not that kind of hurt. I
Right.
cast wish in a dangerous way.
So we have to walk there.
Yeah.
As long as you're not full, it shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'm not carrying them.
Let's go.
Mind carrying me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can carry you.
Yay.
Remember, we have to meet 2 gods after this, so don't wear yourselves out too thin. We've sort of got a lot on the agenda today. So this, like, light workout, we really didn't need to, spend too much on. There is a whole war going on with the gods that we might get into. Remember that?
Yeah.
Was it or Vendir that was working on Dwarven Steel?
Oh, that's Urg.
Or did downtime on Dwarfen Steel.
Yep.
Okay.
My
So
stuff with Dwarven Steel can literally be done at any point. It's not going anywhere. That's the beauty of it. It's not time.
No, I mean you need gold to make Dwarven Steel, right?
That's one way, but there's a whole bunch of ways.
Okay.
All right. So,
The big thing is I need souls of willing dwarves, but apparently that's not an issue.
what type of dwarf wouldn't love to become one with Dwarfen Steel?
Is that
So-
where the title
I-
comes from? Because of the dwarven souls infused?
No, actually, dwarves were named after Dwarfen Steel, as it is the hardest and most resilient substance in the known universe.
Not true. Anime protagonist's head, that's more thick, more dense.
Believe it. So, you all walk over towards the pier. You see there's a shrine there, much more humble and simple, with a chair positioned inside, as there appears to be a handful more of the Raven Queen's clergy, ushering and helping people to move on to their ever afters. When you approach over, you see the feather-laid woman, the pristinely kept, pure white mask. Sorry. you see the beautiful mask. This perfectly kept, pristine, untouched, unfazed looking face that hides the being underneath it. The mystery that enshrouds her is one that all of you know of. It is a awe-inspiring mystery that most people cannot fathom. However, now you all know that she is, or as was at some point in time, a human. The shrouded being in dark black feathers and darkness swells around her as you notice these silvery threads and strands connected all over her body, extending outwards, seemingly drifting to some far off, unseen location. Vax'ildan bows his head to her. My queen? And he looks over at all of you. Suppose there isn't much interest in niceties from all of them. Oh, by the way, this is her.
I'm over her shoulder, so I'm already face down.
Yes. Oh, that's too big.
Oh, nice.
She's giant.
Well, she is, but this is what you see.
Kaz's just like nod his head,
lots of
but
reading.
he's being polite. But there's no bowing of any kind.
You have come here, seeking an audience with me. Given your entwined interests being mutual with some of mine, I would have made time to speak with you eventually, but my duties to these souls takes precedence over the wantings of information you all seek. Vax, you are dismissed. He stands up straight. All right. Well, pleasure meeting some of you. Good luck guessing which ones. And he slips away without yet again making any signs that he even exists there.
Until next time.
He's very good at what he does.
There's a reason he is my champion. He, as some of you, from birth was touched by fate's thread.
Why isn't he your avatar?
Because I need a champion to protect me. An avatar is meant to replace influence, to bring the word to more. I do not seek worship or more, and I have not met an individual that could replace me at doing this job any better. Have you? She turns, and you can sense the stare behind the mask, but you can't see any gleam of eyes or anything behind it.
No, I'm not an expert in your field. But I have come to ask you questions. The Pantheon, it needs a culling. Way too much fat.
When you say it needs a calling, is that because of some divine or otherworldly order, or by your mortal precedence?
It's already been prophesized. So I'm not sure. Maybe both.
She nods. It is not the responsibility of me to judge or direct mortals in their endeavors. What the mortals glean and deem is completely up to them.
Well, I'd like to know how you destroyed the spark of your former master.
Was it Nerul? No, it's not the same pantheon.
No. That was Fendrick.
But same principle, I guess.
Maybe. Nobody's known yet. This is new discoveries for everybody in the universe. None of you know except me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the name of my predecessor?
Yeah. I've done some research on you. That's why I've come to talk to you about it.
Your priestess also suggested we come talk to you before we met with the Changebringer, I believe it was, well, for some business.
Yeah.
The Changebringer. Though they are meant to enact change, to help facilitate it for progress, prosperity, civilization, there are certain changes that they are not acquainted for. And as such, they have deemed these changes not necessary for mortals. And that is not for the Pantheon to decide. Change and progress is meant to be led by those whom society is affected by it. Is it not?
Yeah. And the fact that the Changebringer hasn't done anything in like 800 years.
Yes, of course. Very rarely influencing the planes directly. Choosing more subtle avenues of it.
Yeah. And then just met a soul, been paying taxes to a god, and he's like, I was promised a red carpet more or less, and he doesn't get it. These are the things that need to be called.
Well, Imperial's decrees, I will say, do lead to where he speaks of. Those that follow in his order live a divine essence of riches and comfort, unparalleled to anything any lord or king could experience. The promise at the end of the road of wealth and prosperity he does give, as soon as the spirits move on to where they properly go, which is my responsibility.
And hearing you might need a hand. You're having a little bit of an overflow.
What happens on the mortal coil is based off of what mortals wish. Gods rarely intervene. I would never expect to ask for less mortals to be killed, less mortals to die of old age, or to extend the longevity of them. That is unnatural. That is not the way of fate. But assistance sending the souls to where they properly belong. That is one that the rest of the Pantheon should be assisting me with. And as you are clearly aware of my false origin, I suppose you understand why they do not wish to help me. You watch as she reaches up, first signs of having any amount of physical being, and grabs her mask and pulls it away. As she does, these ravens that have been protecting her disperse and fly around, creating a dome around all of you as she is just seated on the throne.
I'll just wave to her hi.
Yes. Now, you all are far stronger than what this universe is used to. The Changebringer has influence on their primary plane, EXANDRIA. However, they've been looking into gaining influence on other realms, including yours, as all of you haven't died despite the fact that so much danger and death has come to your way. The Changebringer, as the rest of the Pantheon, whom is aware of you, besides a select few, they're scared of you. Not because you currently rival their power. In fact, what you have displayed on this realm here today, I doubt you would be capable of even fighting the Changebringer yet. But because your potential is not something they understand. And one of you, she looks at you, has more potential than anyone else in this universe.
Why me?
The circumstance of your birth, the origins of your parents, the stars in the sky being perfectly aligned, the ley lines of magic being as far away from you at the point of your conception and birth. There's 1,000,001 reasons why it is you, but none of them would really, truly satisfy your curiosity.
Yeah. At one point, the only thing I care about is just trying to be as strong as I possibly can be. And if this helps in that, so be it. But
I ask you to do not attack her yet. Until you have gathered one object that would ensure your victory.
And what object would that be?
The thread of an uncut fate.
I'll just look at him puzzled. Like, what the hell does she mean by that?
Hendrik, my predecessor. Before time had forgotten him, he ruled the threshold between life and decay. ensuring that rot, ruin, and rebirth cycled as the gods intended. He was in charge of this entire process, but many people don't realize that life and death are two sides of the same coin. Fendrick owned the Loom of Destiny, this wonderful, powerful object that allowed him to periodically weave the destiny of a mortal to be firstborn. It was what was utilized in the first breath of every soul given a physical body. It represents souls never yet born and has the same potential of each of them. A single thread from this loom would be able to imbue you with the strength to be able to call a god as you deemed. But of course, simply calling does not change anything. The rules of the divine and this universe dictate that a god's power has to condense. It gathers inside of them. It can be replaced, of course. But if, say, you call a god of fresh grass and summer sweat, then its power would be consolidated into the entity above itself, one of earth or one of the farms. And if you were to call that one, it would go up yet again and again until you reach the apex, the original gods. And upon vanquishing of that one, their essence needs to go somewhere else. If you simply seek to destroy the gods out of vengeance, that essence can go into anything else in the universe. But with a specific right, you can facilitate to whom that essence goes to instead. Choose one to replace, for that power cannot become nothing, and it will seek it out. And power blindly seeking is dangerous for all mortals.
Can we store this energy?
There's only one object that may do that.
And which is that?
The Black Mirror of Leth. It is hidden in the lost folds of the Shadowfell, far beyond my city's reach. It reflects the memory of gods that refuse to see and therefore can entrap them, not able to be seen. If you were to destroy the gods, you could filter at least one of them into said mirror and house it, and the next to gaze their eyes upon it would receive all of the divine rights, power, restrictions, and responsibilities. I ask for the safety of civilization, as Exandria is a place of rebuilding right now. After their battles with a demi-lich, after their wars
across the plains themselves. After Craven's spine, destroying and decimating entire coastlines, they need progress. So I ask, before you call her, you have someone whom can take that responsibility and save Exandria. By no means what I am saying is a demand. I do not do that. It is simply a request. From one trying to help to another.
Well, you know me, I assume. I can't say no to that. God damn it. More on our plate. More on my plate, at least.
While I can't say I fully disagree with some of my party's assumptions about certain beings that claim themselves as gods, this one that we're talking about, the Changebringer, they extended themselves too far. They touched on my world in a place they shouldn't have. But not only that, they are hunting right now. Trying to wage war on something akin to you. We came here to reason. Not to cause trouble. Not to illusion. If that's what they seek, it's what they will get. But we came to ease things. Do you see this as the only way of easing that?
If you are easing your heart, you do what you deem as necessary. But if there's a shred of mortality in any of you, it is not the sin of the father that should dictate the life of the child, and is not the sin of a god that should dictate the fall, ruin, and death of so many more mortals whom never even prayed to them or spoke to them, who had nothing to do with them at all. You have a tome on you. Open it.
You need to be a bit more specific.
The
I
one
will
that knows the
use
thoughts in your proximity.
that one, okay. Look, I have some bad books on me.
Even I got some like tomes too. I thought you may be talking to me as well.
I got like necromancer books and everything. Like I've got a few. You need to be more specific when you talk about a book. But yeah, he'll bring out the one that reads my thoughts.
When you open it, you see the Queen of Ravens closes her eyes for a moment. And you begin to read the page. It is not her thoughts. It is the prayer of every single person on Exandria. The prayer of a fisherman stuck at sea, with no sight of land anywhere, praying to not have this be the day that he goes to Davy Jones' locker. The prayer of a young man wishing for his mommy to come back, to no longer be buried in the ground.
is the prayer of the souls that are here. Every single one of them praying not to be dead, bargaining, begging, just trying everything they can to not be dead. And it just begins filling pages after pages after pages, Casimir. Far more prayers of the living being given to her than prayers of the dead. And then when she opens her mind, she opens her eyes, it stops writing. A small reminder and glimpse for you of the world not seen and not heard, but omnipresent.
Guys, it's gonna like look to Vinder like translate the godness. Because I don't understand this answer to my question.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those we need to study off these answers.
We're meeting with her next. We don't exactly have much time when it comes to studying.
Look, we can't have people attacking us just for existing.
True.
They didn't come after us yet. They came after the Avatar.
Yeah.
But it is being asked of me to assist her.
Of course. And you wish to keep her safe.
I suppose.
Then, may I offer something? Your threads of fate. All of the divine can see them. However, as she moves her hand, you see a single thread appears, and when she plucks it, you see kind of like shake a little bit. I am the only one
hell?
who can touch them, who can change and
that?
alter them. Though, to do so is a crime against what I do. My responsibility is to guide fate, to make sure it is not tampered with. But if I were to slightly push one thread, a thread that would change the circumstances, there would be a warning sign if any of the agents were about to attack.
Well,
So what you're offering is if we are about to be attacked or swarmed on by agents of other gods, you'll let us know?
I would be nowhere about to warn you, but there will be a clear sign.
well, at least that's something.
And you have fought laws of the universe, have you not?
We have.
Are you really concerned about a tier 3 gods soldiers?
Not particularly. The last one they sent got quite eviscerated. But as I said, I didn't wish for war. I wish to be left in peace. They invaded last time. and were disrespectful. They got what they deserved. But we were here for peace talks, ideally. But it seems you don't think we'll find much of that if we meet with them.
What you want and what they want oppose one another. And whom do you think is more hard-headed? You or God?
God, definitely.
And would you ever back down from what you want?
I have before.
You're
But
Go on.
only when it's out of my hands.
She shakes her head. Your situation. You are still among the mortal kind. Though your life is extended by an unseen number, you are still amongst them. And the one power mortals have over the gods is will. If you bend your knee, bow your head, step to the left, raise your blade, all of that is your choice. Nobody takes that from you. Whatever mortals deem they must do, you may do.
So, God damn it. This. I don't know what to say.
If you do
I
not
think-
wish to know the ritual, then do not know it.
I
No or
think
not?
we do. Don't we?
I do.
What were you saying?
He's conflicted on if he wants to know it or not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he'll join the group. Like, yeah, let's just try to figure out what's going on.
When Fendrick was in power, I was one of his most devoted worshippers. I loved him. I understood the necessity of his job. I understood the pain of it. But he began to hear whispers from the one at the bottom of the pit. The whispers were attempting to promise Fendrick dominion over finality itself. But Fendrick did not wish for that. So those whispers meant nothing to him. Until it started to whisper how mortals were going to rise, take over the laws, imprison them, capture them, and he began to grow weary, especially since all his sisters, the other prime deities, were so fond of the mortals, trusting of them, imbuing them with their power, choosing champions of all kinds.
Fendrick being forced to choose them himself, but choosing not them based upon their alliance and legion to his dominion, but choosing them based upon their own power, their strength, their stupidity. After time, Fendrick did betray the Pantheon, choosing to try to bring about a new system, one where souls would be immediately brought forth to a carrying station before being ushered out to a final destination. Realms would have to be curated by each belief in the realms. Each soul would have to be maintained by the gods that they revered specifically. The other gods saw this as a disrespect to him, to all of them. His dominion was death, after all. It was his responsibility to take care of them, but he did not seek to keep all of them. He knew he did not have the heart for mortals to care for them, and would prefer that the ones that did love them had them in their ever after. A battle ensued over this concept. Of course, Fendrick was outnumbered and matched. Nothing could be created, since he was not a god of creation, but one of death, destruction, chaos. Inevitably, while he was working on this, the gnomes had brought about a terrible, terrible thing. They had directed Exium to this universe. Fendrick decided that he did not want to fight the others. Yes, those gods were opposing his new system, but he did not want them to be without existence. He would sooner choose that for himself than to have his sisters take upon that role. So he found me, one of the few believers in what he was doing. And he told me what his plan was. To create a Shadowfell, a place where the souls would linger after death. In doing so, imbuing each of the other gods with more power, no longer was it just based upon their own living prayers, but the prayers of their dead, the reverence of the beyond. With my assistance, we had done it. And he even superseded it. However, he realized, too late, that there was no way for us to combat Exium, despite all the renewed prayers to his much more powerful siblings. So he went to a say-so. And he beckoned the creation of a new concept, a new law, one of time. The creation of time, allowing mortals' lives to have within them a potential of possibility, a beautiful amount of power, and also the ability to create the abyss within time. Time exists for all of us, but time circles itself down there. Exium began to become attracted to that location, but he wasn't fully going to head there, not without a powerful divine spark to bring him forth towards it. Fendrick taught me the rite, the shroud rite of severance. Choosing me as a champion, as an avatar. And upon doing so, as he raced into the end of the abyss, Exium tracing after him, I was unraveling his thread of fate, taking his power, his dominion over death, and he keeping my divine spark. I just barely managed to take the rest of his power away, allowing him to become dormant, slumbering, not dead, not living, not decaying, not rotting. He still exists there, but he was the bait that trapped Exium in the end of the abyss. He told me about this rite and how he never liked mortals. He viewed us as brutish, unfocused. But he also viewed us as far more cunning than any god would ever give credit. Far more influential. He saw the threads of fate, though created by the Pantheon, ever changing and molding by mortals' own being. I was forced to take silence by the rest of the Pantheon. It was unprecedented to have a mortal take over the role of a god, and they did not want Fendrick's betrayal to be known to anyone, or his saving. If he were to be awakened in the abyss, Exium would grow far more hungry to try to eat him. And if Exium started moving faster, the abyss would need more inside of it to satiate him. A new world sent down there, in perpetual pain and destruction. The rest of the Pantheon kept me silent. Only may an individual speak to me face to face. I may not say or convey any words on a mortal coil. And if I were to betray that, well, they would usurp me, give my dominion to a god, one created by them. This is why I wish to speak to you all face to face. My silence can be broken as such. And the main thing that I ask of all of you is to make your decisions. Damn the gods, call the gods if you wish. Destroy whatever you want to. Love whomever you wish for. Cry, weep, party, celebrate. It is your right as mortals to do so. It is the one power that gives you so much more than a god can ever house. And if you wish to do it out of vengeance, then do it without consequence. But if you wish to do it out of necessity, think of those like you,
whom have not been given the breath of destiny, whom have not traveled the cosmos, who do not have that infinite potential, and grant them the same thing you have. Opportunity.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you're not on my list for the calling.
Thank you.
Way to say that.
I do have a question for the narrator. What do you think of the Raven Queen?
The narrator had never encountered one with such abstract passion before. One to leave me lost for words.
That's new. To make the narrator speechless is an achievement in itself.
You spoke of a mirror a while back. You said it was somewhere here. Where was that again?
The lost folds of the Shadowfell. If you follow the river of lava that cuts through the city, out of the city, she points off in a direction. It does inevitably bring you to a cliffside. We refer the ranged plateaus as the folds. The object is hidden out there in the original castle of Fendrick himself. Out there you may find the loom as well. And perhaps a single thread of an uncut fate still remains.
This is a location for the Black Mirror, correct?
Yes. And also the loom of destiny, which is where you could get the thread of the uncut fate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, out of character or not, is this a different thread of fate than the veil that Kaz is looking for?
You are looking for... This is like the original component. What you are looking for is what would be used to weave the mask itself. This is uncut. This is pure thread. So presumably, if there was a fate being woven when all of this went down, it might be there as well.
Okay. I know. I'm not wanting. I was like,
Yeah.
It feels like it was separate, but I'm wanting to confirm because it's similar names, but phrased differently.
Maybe sometimes the DM plans shit ahead.
I
Rarely,
know.
sometimes.
I assumed that's what it was going, but I also didn't want to assume.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's why I was like, give me some clarification on that.
Oh. As for the ritual itself, you wish to know it, Vindia?
Yes.
Come here.
Okay.
As you approach, she reaches up and plucks
a single strand of her hair, which immediately turns into a raven's feather. She hands it over to you. Use your blood and concentrate on the question you seek. Begin to write anything at all, and the rite of severance will appear.
Write something.
That is the feather of absolute silence. So you'll use your own blood and you can write out the ritual. You don't know what it is, but when you want to know it, it'll just write for you.
Okay.
Like a muse. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting to meet any version of you for 1,000 years.
What prevented you from seeing other versions of me?
You.
That doesn't
Their
make sense.
their decisions lead them to different places. Lead them to travel with these people, travel against them, kill them, lead them, to go drinking, to become soft, to retire, to seek body slamming a galactic serpent.
That sounds like me.
This is the first time you have been the one to come here.
What do you think that means?
Whatever you want it to.
Well, if I'm the first to come see you, that means, well, shit. Nope, not special. It means nothing. It means it just happened to meet you.
If that is what you believe, then it is true.
What's the one you most worry about? Is the one that I'm thinking of? Or is there one even worse than him?
The one I'm most worried about is the one I have never met. The one that came here for the right and killed me for it. Used it to absorb every single law in the universe and inevitably destroy everything. The to rule across ruin is what I believed him to be.
Oh, shit. Just how much does my... You said basically I had the most potential. Just how far does it go? Jeez.
Now,
An nerd,
yes, Elowen?
an nerd that's weirdly obsessed with a special ring.
Yeah, the Thanos of Ur.
I was going to
No,
say, like, hey,
the,
Vendir, there's a version of Ur that you would like very much. He wants to kill the gods too.
Yeah.
I'll just convince the I have with me to kill the gods.
Yeah. If
Remember-
you convince this Ur to kill the gods. Sorry. Go on.
You're good. You're good. Remember, Mortal's greatest strength is your free will. Weaponize it. Use it. Or don't. That is the beauty of free will. However, the River Styx needs me to move people onto their ever afters. Our conversation is concluded. I must usher more souls. And as she begins to stand up, you can see the fatigued nature of her as she slowly dons the mask once again. Feathers immediately shrouding her as she goes and begins to usher the souls. And everybody, I think that's a good stopping point for this week.
Agreed.
Yeah.
When we come back, you guys can go after the Black Mirror of Leth. Or don't. You have free will. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
I think I'll need 3 long rests.
Yeah, it'll take you a while to get there anyways. You're good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if you go after the thing next week, I'll be gone, and I might be